and welcome back to another Attic Antiques video. This one's going to be a bit of an antique sandwich, if you will, because we're going to start out looking at some artwork that I dragged out of my dusty, dirty old attic. Then we're going to go take a little break to have some spooky Halloween fun, meet up with Phil somewhere along the way here, and then we're going to dive back into sorting through some antiques for the end of the video. So if you're into that kind of thing, if this is your first time on the channel, hello and welcome. There are several other antique videos because I purchased this place with an attic jam-packed full of trash and antiques from the previous owners, and it has been quite a time, such a journey trying to sort through all of them. So I have made a playlist with all of those videos. I will link it in the normal places. It will be in the video description as well as here on screen at the end of the video. So be sure to check those out if you're into that. But for now, without further ado, let's go look at some art. Oi. Wow. So we got a lot of goofy stuff here. First of all, definitely in the roughest shape. Okay, this first one was in such rough shape I had to take it apart. So first of all, we've got what looks like a wood and plaster frame in decent shape. I mean, it's definitely seen better days, but all in all, not too bad. On the back, as you can see, wood. And then the picture that was in it. Here's the picture that was in it. I don't know who this is. Wait, I have a phone. We're gonna ask Google Lens who this is. There don't seem to be any identifying clues on any of the rest here, although it did look like this backer used to be a map at some point. So I think we're just going to use Google and ask who she is. Alexandra of Denmark. Oh, what a fun tie-in. I guess that explains the signature at the bottom. All right, so we've got Miss Alexandra of Denmark. What she's doing in my attic, I have no idea, but welcome. Bienvenue au Canada. I'm gonna put the gloves back on because the rest of these are dirty. This next one is quite damaged, but it has a super fun feature that I very briefly looked at up in the attic, so can't wait to show y'all. So it is another wood and plaster frame, again in quite rough shape here. As you can see, the artwork is also in very rough shape. If we flip it over, that's what the back looks like. It does look like it's pretty old, quite honestly. It does not have a year on it, but check out this fun feature. Swing! It has hinges! So you can theoretically, I don't know, I guess hide some important paperwork back there or something, and if someone robs you, they don't know. They think it's just a piece of artwork, but it's not. It's a secret safe. Now there is one tiny piece of newspaper hidden in there, but I don't think it's gonna give us a year. Nope. Stylistically speaking, I don't know, could be anywhere from the 50s to the 70s maybe? This is not my forte. Oh, but there's another corner in there. What about that? Oh! I found another corner and we've got a year. We've got 1936. Wow. What are the odds that we actually were gonna find one with a year on it? So fun. Okay, well, we don't know if that's when the frame is from, but it certainly looks old and it is in very rough shape, but it would be super fun to fix it up and, you know, probably change out the artwork there because she's very waterlogged. And then we could have our very own secret frame. I guess we might as well just tuck these little bits of newspaper back in there for a later date. And that leaves us with the two really big ones. Okay, next up we've got a couple big ones here. This one has a tag on the back, Nova Scotia Scenes. It is obviously a scene from Nova Scotia, although it is really dirty and I don't know if it's gonna clean up. Oh, maybe it's actually cleaning up okay. So maybe there's a chance that this is salvageable. Not sure. Either way, it is a nice big frame and the artwork's not half bad. This one, just looking based on the materials that are used, is considerably more modern. Still a wood frame, still decent materials, but significantly more modern than the other ones. And then last up, and again in very rough shape, we have one more plaster frame. Ta-da! Actually, I think this one goes upright. Yeah, so I think this one goes like this. So it's really hard to see the artwork, but I'm pretty sure this one actually goes up like this. But you can see the frame is in really rough shape. It is pulling apart at all of the corners, but the detail work does actually seem to be in pretty good shape, surprisingly enough. The artwork, on the other hand, not so much. Well, it looks like it's another maritime scene, but again, pretty damaged. So don't know if the artwork itself is salvageable, but the frame is really nice and can probably honestly be repaired. If we look at the back, we can see that it's, you know, got the wood holding it in as opposed to cardboard or MDF or anything like that. So it is probably pretty old, but in decent shape. And the good thing is, like, because it is wood, these good quality materials, I am pretty confident that I can just fix this back up eventually. And again, another giant frame to put some artwork in. There are so many more of these guys. Not only do I have an entire pile up in the attic, but I also have an entire closet full down on the main floor. So there's more artwork in our future if you enjoyed that. If you've been enjoying the Attic Antiques videos so far, like many of you seem to be doing, I'd like to extend the invitation to check out some of the other videos in the house renovation series. I think I'm up to about 30 or so at this point, because it has been a wild ride. We've had so much fun. There have been leaking ceilings, there have been basements full of junk and more antiques. We waterproofed the roof in preparation for a hurricane, and we replaced the entire heating system on our own because when we bought the place, the old heating system was completely defunct. After seeing the state of the attic in the previous videos, a lot of you have been asking me questions about the previous owners of the house, who owned it, what was the house's history, and a lot of those answers are in the previous videos. And there are even more answers about the ancient history of the house, who built it, all that stuff coming up in future videos. So I invite you to join me for that whole journey. Check out the old videos, get caught up, come along for the new ones. It's gonna be a wild ride, I have no doubt about it. Another unenviable part of cleaning out the attic is breaking down all the cardboard boxes that were up there, because today is recycling day. Let's go. So if you remember back a couple weeks ago, I lamented here on the channel the lack of practical kitchen linens here at the house. I still need to get some insulated hot pads, the type with the actual batting in them, because as you can see, I am still using just wadded up old towels. And now I'm happy to report that the lack of a car and the resulting increased downtime here at the house have allowed me to remedy that situation, at least to some extent, with these fun quilted hot pads that I made with the boxes from this week's sponsor, Miss Quilty. Now, I've been receiving their monthly subscription kits for a while now, and they are lots of fun. They've got loads of cute projects with easy to follow instructions for sewists of all skill levels. You've already seen me make the patchwork bag for my sewing notions. I am still using that all the time, and now I use the pattern from their magazine to make these very fun hot pads. So this blue one here, this was from the fabric that came with the kit, but this one was from one of their fabric bundles, because you can also just shop their fabric online, and if you see a bundle that really speaks to you, you can purchase it separately. I really liked that this one has a lot of more food and kitchen themed prints, including a super cute avocado one that I'm going to be using next. And as we're leading up to the holiday season, I feel like I should mention that a Miss Quilty subscription could be a perfect gift, either for your own wish list or to gift to a loved one, whether they're already a passionate quilter or, just hoping to become one. So if you're interested in signing up, I'm happy to offer first-time subscribers a discount. You can just follow the link in the video description and use my code here on screen to get 20% off of your first box. So a big thank you to Miss Quilty for this fun contribution to the house project. And now I think Phil is gonna be here any second. Well, Phil is on his way. He should be showing up at any moment. So Canella and I are just gonna hang outside and wait for him to arrive in a new to me car. Okay. How was the trip?
Long.
Yeah. Plan of action for the moment. First thing, unload the car. We got so much hardwood in there. Throw it in the hardwood room and then spend probably the rest of the morning taking all the junk that's in that same room from the attic and doing so many trips to the dump. That needs to go too, honestly. That'll do for now. Don't leave it closed. It's nasty as hell in there. I don't know what's growing exactly, but it ain't healthy.
Fair.
It's a shame because it's a cute suitcase, but. Well, one car's worth. I already made a pretty big dent in here. Still think we're gonna have probably 2 more loads left anyway, especially with this stupid exercise bike, but it's already looking so much better. Let's go to the dump. Also, check out the garbage bag that Phil's mom got for us. It's got corgis on it. Thank you, Lynn. Merci beaucoup. All right, let's go to the dump.
There's one more behind.
This one spotted me. Good morning, friends. We are up and at 'em early this morning because we've got some fun, spooky Halloween activities to do. I was searching like the Nova Scotia tourism sites and things like that, trying to find some fun Halloween activities to just celebrate the season, and I found a lot of them. And I think the one that we're gonna do today is taking place over in Piku, which is on sort of the eastern end of the island. And I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm not gonna tell you what exactly it is that we're doing, but we're gonna take a little field trip. So let's get dressed, hop in the car, and go have some Halloween fun. We arrived in the town a bit early for the main attraction, so we found a parking spot and then took the extra time to wander around and explore the town and the gorgeous waterfront. Now, I don't know all of the details of Nova Scotia's history. Apparently, Pictou itself was the receiving point for many Scottish immigrants following the Highland clearances of the late 1700s, and the giant ship that you'll see in the background of many of these shots is the Hector. It's a full-sized replica of what is recognized as the first immigrant ship to sail directly from Scotland to what is now Canada, bearing a load of Scottish immigrants, and I would absolutely love to dig into that history as well as the Hector project itself more later, but for the moment, let's stay in the present. I like the hay bale owl.
Yeah. Is that an owl?
Questionable. The greatest achievement of my life was making one of these out of Twizzlers. Like pull and peel style. I do appreciate the bolt in the side though.
Yeah, of course.
It's so funny. I appreciate the Halloween boat. A little dinghy. Then it was time for the main attraction and the whole reason we drove out here. I'm a big fan of the one with the skeletons. That is fun. This event looked like so much fun, and the entire time I was just dreaming of how cool it would look to design and sew, an entire Victorian era witch costume to wear out on the water, paddling around. I think it would be so cool. It's probably not a reality given my considerable lack of free time these days, but I just think it would be so much fun. What a wonderful, creative, spooky project, and would probably give some absolutely stunning photos as well. It is Halloween. She is possessed. Okay friends, it is antique time yet again. I have gone up in my attic and dragged down a few choice boxes. These are ones that I set aside in anticipation of Phil joining me here because I haven't gone through them in great detail at all, but just from the little glimpses that I've got, I think these boxes might be of slightly more interest to him than, say, the giant stacks of china that are still up there. So he is currently at the dump right now, dropping off a load of garbage, but when he gets back, we are going to go sort through these antiques. However, in the meantime, two little quick fun updates. One is that if you joined me last year for my Vlogmas series, well, first of all, if you didn't, I do highly recommend checking them out this year as the season approaches and starts to be more appropriate for holiday themed things. It was a super fun series. I was on tour with a show. We were traveling throughout the US, which is pretty rare for us, and we were in a different city every episode. So every episode you get to see some of the really cool cities that we were in as we toured around. You get to see some of the performance and behind the scenes aspects. And then there was also the crafting on tour, life on tour. What is that like? Because you know me, you know I packed my suitcase to the gills. I had more crafting supplies than I did clothes, by far. But in one of those episodes specifically, I found this really lovely thrifted knit sweater at Goodwill, and I bought it, and I happened to ask if anybody out there knew how to recreate the pattern that this sweater was knit in. It had a really cool, interesting motif, and we managed to crowdsource the pattern. And I say we, but really it was specifically two of you. One of my viewers worked with one of her friends who is a knitwear pattern designer to recreate the stitch pattern, and that stitch pattern has been up for free for everybody on my Patreon for almost a year since she recreated and released it. But she also told me that she was planning on making both a hat pattern and a cowl pattern using this motif, and she just contacted me a couple weeks ago to let me know that those are officially done. So here are some of the pictures of what it looks like. She titled them "My Circus, My Monkeys," in honor of me, which I thought was just so sweet and touching. So if you would like to go check that out, if you're looking for some knitwear to work on this winter, I will throw the links to all of her stuff down below. You can go support her, show her some love, and knit up her works. And if you do knit either of these up, please be sure to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. So that was item number one. Item number two is a quick update on the Amazon wishlist situation, which some of you pointed out to me that it is empty, and that is true. That is because I have stopped adding items to the Amazon.com wishlist. It was just proving too hard for me to get them here to me in Canada. So the Amazon.ca wishlist is up and going. Also, you can do a gift certificate, like a digital gift certificate online, which is really fun because then I can take small amounts from many different people and combine them and get a one larger ticket item, which is very helpful. It's kind of the point we're at in the renovation where we are starting to need some more big ticket items. I did just buy a couple things for the house for my birthday using many of your gift certificates combined into one. There's a free to the public blog post about that up on my Patreon if you want to go read about what I bought the house with your money. And also that Sage Restoration, which is the business in Ontario that supplies historically appropriate building materials, including the limestone mortar that I've been trying to source forever to properly repoint my foundation and get it watertight. They also now offer digital gift cards, e-gift certificates. So if you don't want to support Jeff Bezos and Amazon, that is a small local business. They would love your support, and it would be super useful for me because that is the next project on the list come January, February, March. I'm going to be down in my basement. I'm going to be repointing everything and trying to get all those cracks sealed up. So that was the update. Thank you so much for bearing with me through that. And now, as soon as I hear Phil, I am going to drag him up here and we are going to sort through some of these antiques. Yeah, and we got a corgi. Let's just jump right in. I've already done mini boxes, so you get to dig in. I feel like it's a base for something.
Yeah, it's either a base or something that would go on the ceiling and have like a light hanging out of it.
Whatever the other half is, it's probably somewhere in our attic. Yeah, there are a bunch of these upstairs.
Candy bowls.
Those are definitely not candy bowls. I feel like these are very 50s.
Yeah, the balls are pretty.
What do we think? 1950s, roughly? Don't know. Ooh, it's what a boob. What
it is a boob. Wow.
This is literally the OG boob light. That's funny.
Yeah, it definitely has to go on the wall.
I love that.
There's a goblet of fire. There we go.
That's some silver for sure.
Yeah, lightly tarnished.
Patina. We'll call it patina. Oh wait, I actually found this. I read it upstairs. Look. I'm a spice rope. Hang me in your kitchen or closet to absorb odors. If the little bundles lose their scent, just open them and add a drop or two of oil of cloves on the top of the balls.
Ah. They have lost their scent. No, but in there...
They have gained a new one.
No, but in there's little... Probably cotton balls or something. I really thought it was like a faux tress extension.
Oh my god. I can put it on the doll. The giant no-face doll.
That's a bit out of proportion, but...
Not even, though.
A little cup.
Random little cup. What does it say? Little Red Riding Hood. Copyright 1991. Not necessarily an antique. Okay, that's all for this one.
Now we talk it.
Oh, I knew you were going to like that one. I saw that on top right away, and I was like, Phil's going to be into this. All right, go for it.
The chair. It's Elf on the Shelf chair. Here we go for Christmas. Ta-da!
Cute. Little wicker chair.
A good old Toshiba laptop. God, that's heavy.
By turning on this computer, you indicate you have read and accepted these software license terms.
So, the Golden Age. And actually downstairs we have a few adapters for this. The modem card, a few memory expansion slots. It's on the table downstairs. What we need to find is the power source for this.
Yes, we urgently need to find the power source.
Imagine all the secrets that can be hidden on there.
Years and years of porn. All right.
Probably still works, knowing those old technology was built to last.
Ooh, have a book. Short story classics. American. Are yours American?
Same. I'm number 5.
I'm number 3.
Does it have the smell? It smells like the attic more than old
Yeah,
book.
it doesn't smell like an old book. And I also don't recognize a single story in here.
Copyright 1905.
Oh, there's a picture in yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see. Who is it?
I don't know.
George Ade? It's the first author. Yeah, people are always wanting me to go more in depth with the books, but what do you want? What do you want? I'm not going to read them to you. A Christmas present for a lady.
Let's set up a...
Shannon Reads.
Shannon...
The third channel, Shannon Reads.
Oh, more.
Oh, okay, so we have like, are they all the authors in there?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just a couple photos. Alright, that's kind of fun.
Are you in the market for extra durable latex home paint?
It's Sherwin-Williams. It's a really old Sherwin-Williams ad. But what's the book? Oh, is it just like a notebook?
Yeah, it's like probably free at the counter / publicity. Paid by the publicity inside.
Okay.
My dad always had those notepads from whatever company he was buying
Yeah,
stuff from.
for like a shop notepad type thing.
Yeah.
Picture frame, more art. I opened up the beginning of the video going through some of the art from the attic, so. What is it?
Emco.
Emco sells plumbing supplies. They have plumbed most of our house at this point. Oh, somebody is gonna love this. There were a whole bunch of these on top of the dresser downstairs, and people either loved them or hated them. Cute little doll. This one's not too terrifying.
Hello, clock.
Oh, the clog probably goes on the...
No.
No. The clog does not go on the girl. Why do we have a clog? There are more questions than answers in our attic.
So lots of toy left in that box.
Oh, comics!
Richie Rich! Oh, Richie Rich! Wow. I didn't know that was a comic. Archie's Girl.
Actually, the back here is an ad for Kellogg's cereal, which is kind of fun. Some vintage Kellogg's cereal. Tony the Tiger. The Rice Krispie Kids. July 1977. Okay. 82.
77.
77. Oh, the Jetsons!
Oh my god.
That's fun.
So it's before they were cartoons, they were...
Hey, now you can finish high school at home.
For your Barbie cooking, a hand mixer?
Oh, it's actually Barbie though. It's actually Barbie brand. What are this? Oh, there's clothes.
Ooh. I want to...
We've got a whole wardrobe. A Barbie boot. But then this should normally be branded Barbie and it's not. So maybe it's a knockoff Barbie.
Put the horse out there.
Get the horse out of there. Oh my gosh, it's a first aid doggo! It's so cute. I like the first aid doggo. Well done.
Oh, that's a one-box wonder.
Oh, it smells old.
That looks like a proper repair job.
Oh my god, you're gonna set us on fire.
Yep. So far so good. Tuning, volume, tone. Alright. How do you change this? Something wants to happen, but...
Can we turn the volume down a little? Thank you. RCA.
RCA Victor. The logo is pretty nice. It's a dog in a megaphone. Or
Alright. Fun. We didn't die. I'll call it a win. Ooh, tile. It says England on the back.
what are this?
Hail, bro. Okay, I genuinely have no idea what this is. So this part turns. We've got two receptacles in the bottom. And we've got a logo. Hail, bro. What is this? Comment section, you have not let us down so far. Speculation, advice, actual knowledge, all of it is welcome. I will either laugh or learn.
Wrong answer only.
What is this? Wrong answers only. Okay.
What else is in there?
Then just a bunch of random assorted drill bits. Alright, very fun. Well, thank you for joining me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to wash our hands and go edit this video. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you had as much fun sorting through those antiques as I did. And now, as promised, here is the playlist with all the other antiques videos, and here is a new second channel video.
Oh no!
He's having a little too much fun.
Yeah, right?
He definitely had too much fun.
He had too much drowning.